I'm famous in my family for very fast crossing and uncrossing my legs.
Let's see it.
Well, I can't do it now. It's like I can't do it on command, but you may notice that I just do like a quick.
And that's like that's your natural
criss
and cross.
My natural criss and cross is quite fast.
Okay, so it's not like a party trick. It's like
no.
It's hey Ben, do that thing with your legs.
No.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I'm feeling pressure to do it. I'm just saying you may notice a faster than average crisscross.
Okay.
Crisscross crash.
Just be careful of these corners, man. They are sharp.
They're very sharp, and when you're drifty and drafty, the danger is high. Welcome to Roden Tomatoes. I'm Ben Roden.
I'm Brady Tomatoes.
This is a show where we talk about movies,
magic,
and Muppets!
See, I tell you to watch out for the corners because, Ben, you and I are friends.
Yes.
And coincidentally, that is the premise of the movie that we saw recently that we'd like to talk about today.
What are friends for if not to tell you to watch out for corners?
That's right.
Metaphorical corners, literal corners.
Yeah.
3-corner hats. Not a good look. Don't put that on.
Ben, please, if I ever show up with a 3-corner hat, like I would trust you over anyone else to be like, take that off.
But what if it works?
I mean, if it works, if you tell me that it works, I'll trust you. That's what friendship's about.
What if the guy at the store told you you're the only one he's ever seen pull it off? The guy at Dan Flash's that sold you the 3-corner hat.
Dan Flashes.
Okay.
I can't believe you're talking about that right now.
Okay, this is very apropos. We're talking about Tim Robinson.
Yes.
There is a store in Orem on State Street called Shabundy's.
I do know of this, yes.
It's called Shabundy's, and on the banner, there's just an old man's face.
Yes.
So it says Shabundy's, and then underneath, the little motto is "Live like Gino." And that is the most I think you should leave I've ever seen in reality.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It is very fun.
I was just like, how could Shabundy's not be next door to Dan
Have you ever been
Flash's?
inside Shabundy's?
No, it's furniture, isn't it?
It is.
Furniture.
It's a furniture store. It's so strange because that branding does not work.
No.
It does not work for what they do.
It doesn't work for anything. It's like, what could this possibly be?
Yeah, it
seems like a
Ross
joke.
of furniture.
The Ross of so it's like, it's overstock furniture.
Kind of, yeah. You just see.
Kind of.
However, you only see a bunch of like Stanley Cup wielding moms.
Sorry, I was a little slow on the uptake.
that want to find something and then maybe sell it on the marketplace.
Oh,
like the Facebook.
This
Facebook
is why my
marketplace.
wife was familiar.
Yeah.
I was like, "Can you believe this?" She's like, "Oh, I know Shabundy's." I'm like, "Of course you do.
Yeah,
You've probably purchased at Shabundy's."
Yeah.
She's living like Gino as we speak.
like.
Is his name Gino Shabundy?
It has
to be
Gino Shabundy. And honestly,
that can't be a real name.
But here's the thing: if you had Gino Shabundy as your name, you could literally do anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they could take that same marketing and put it on a chicken shop, and then still it would still just be so out there.
They could do a furniture store that serves chicken.
Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking.
I just can't believe it. It's Tim Robinson core. It is like you could just hear him going on it's Ocean View dining. It's just insane. So Tim Robinson, so hot right now.
Yep.
He made this movie with Paul Rudd. It had kind of a tricky path to release.
I did not know this.
Well, I think they screened it at I want to say Toronto Film Festival. It did really well, but I think they had kind of a hard time getting distribution for it.
Okay. And then A24 picked it up.
And then A24 picked it up. I could just be making that up. Live like Gino, baby. You just roll with it.
That's the mantra of this episode. Is
Don't fact check. Just live like Gino. Just shabund.
Like Jeannie She. Shabundy She. Jeannie She.
That was S plus Y equals she. Shabundy's.
We're still on Shabundy.
Okay, we'll move on. Bookmark Shabundy's. Put Gino down. Put him down for now.
Put Gino down. I think he's down, and that's why his face is memorialized.
He's down, but he's living it within us.
Yeah.
So when you say live like Gino, you're saying die.
I think live like lived maybe.
What if it's
Or he's still alive. Who knows? He could be alive and he's like, I got a great idea for a furniture shop, and guess what? I even got a tagline for this business.
What if he
live like Gino?
What if he's alive and we've been going about it all wrong? What if it's live like Gino?
And it's written in the terms of business that as soon as he passes away, Shabundi's just like ceases to exist.
Or they
gets
they just gently transition to the past tense. Just live like Gino. He's
lived.
Live like Gino. We can continue. Okay, we got to get off of Shabundi's. It's very Tim Robinson core. Tim Robinson, for anyone who's not familiar, is a comedian, a writer, a weird little guy.
I think his first big break was on SNL.
He was
on there for not a very long time.
No, he clearly has a different thing going on.
Yes.
There's some good sketches with him. I think he's one of those people that just is inherently funny to me.
Right.
But yeah, there was a mismatch in his style and what SNL was doing. So then he and what's his name? Zach Kanan? Something Kanan. Anyway.
Yeah.
Look it up.
The guy that did Detroiters with him, right?
Go for it. Live like Gino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put Gino up.
Well, no. So Sam Richardson. I want to say it's Zach Kanan is the other. Anyway, they created this sketch show.
Sam Richardson.
Called I Think You Should Leave, which a lot of the sketches on the show were rejected ideas that Tim Robinson pitched at SNL. They're just very weird. And you, I feel like, have done some analysis on this. Brady, if you don't know, is a big improv guy.
Very.
And I've overheard Brady give a little treatise on I Think You Should Leave a few times. I haven't heard it in its entirety, but I think it might be interesting to start with how he sets things up, how he kind of subverts expectations, and what is the thesis behind his humor.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a little bit more apparent in like the earlier seasons of I Think You Should Leave, because I feel as the seasons went on, it was just like, what if we had Tim Robinson start out mellow and then just start yelling all the time? And that's kind of what the general sense that I've gotten from the later seasons of I Think You Should Leave is just he starts off like this. And then he just starts talking really loud.
Yes.
And he's always freaking out about tiny things.
Yeah.
And so I think the first season is so interesting because in improv, especially like when I teach my students, we use the methodology of the UCB. This was a theater that was created by Ian Walsh and Matt
Walsh.
Besser.
No.
Matt Besser.
Hopefully not Matt Walsh.
And Amy Poehler.
Amy Walsh, love her.
Matt Walsh. Oh my gosh. It was UCB, which was created by some famous people like Matt Besser, Matt Walsh, and Leslie Knope. Freaking, what's her name?
Amy Lawrence.
Amy
or
Poehler.
something.
Amy Poehler. But what they teach is in comedy, and you can actually see this if you go back and look at old sketch shows like Monty Python or Saturday Night Live, or if you're into BYU TV, Studio C.
Do you find Saturday Night Live very hard to say?
I do.
I dread saying it. I just want to say SNL because I always say Saturday Night Live.
Saturday night.
Too many syllables in
live.
too close succession.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. Friendship.
Dude,
live like Gino, man. Because
watch out for the corners.
Yeah. Watch out. You just softened a corner for me because I thought I was like really struggling because every time I'd say Saturday Night Live. Yeah, it's so hard. But when you go back and you watch these sketch shows, what you do is you see that the people involved in the scene will set up a base reality. They're trying to show you what it is you're looking at. So they show you who the characters are, where they are, like when they are, if it's during a certain time period. And then they introduce a weird thing, like something strange, and that's usually in the improv world, we call that the game. Mm-hmm. So you find like a weird thing that's introduced, and then you kind of follow, like you kind of unwrap that weird thing, and ask yourself, okay, if we're living in a world where this weird thing is reality, what does that look like? And you kind of follow that. So Tim Robinson, for example, an example that I use with my students is the receipt episode, where there's the gift receipt.
Probably the best sketch.
It's pretty good.
I love it so much.
It's really interesting because the base reality is you have a bunch of friends that are there for a birthday party, and they're giving gifts to this guy, and he loves all these gifts. And so then he opens one from Tim Robinson, and he's less enthused about it. And he's like, oh, this is great. And he's like, well, oh, do you really think it's great? And I'm like, I do. And he's like, well, prove it. Give me the gift receipt back.
Yeah.
And so that's like the first weird thing. So it's all about like proving that he really likes the gift. And that's usually where sketches, like sketch shows like SNL, that's usually where they stop, is they kind of unwrap that.
This
and
is
they
the
keep
joke.
Unwrapping.
We're going to keep playing with this.
We're going to keep playing with this until we've hit a place where we can just cut it.
Right.
If
it's Studio C, they go and they never cut it. They just keep hitting the same joke for like 15 or 16 minutes because they can't afford a new set.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what Tim Robinson does is so interesting, because once you get into that and you feel like, I think I know what the funny thing is. Like he's really trying to prove that he likes this.
Yeah.
In this gift receipt sketch, at one point, Tim Robinson's character says, well, give me the gift receipt. And he's like, you don't mind if I eat it? And so he eats the gift receipt to say, like, hey, look.
Yes.
You are never getting this back, so you really like this gift, right?
Little did he know.
Yeah, but then
somebody had a sloppy mud pie and didn't wipe and didn't wash their hands.
But then he starts saying, he gets like, I'm feeling super sick. That guy didn't wash his hands. He only used one slice of toilet paper. He had a sloppy mud pie, and he only used one slice of toilet paper and didn't wash his hands. And then all of a sudden, everyone that was against Tim Robinson is now against the birthday boy.
Right.
And you think, oh, this guy is just really taking it to extreme until you find out at the end that he dies.
Tim Robinson dies from the sloppy mud pie.
From the disease, from the E. coli.
Used too small a slice.
So it's very interesting because he's not afraid to pivot more than once. And it's a little jarring, and for the majority of people, it feels disconnected.
Yeah. I think that's so interesting. I feel like so much of humor is that initial subverting expectations or the contrast of what you like, the game versus the mise en scène, like the world, right?
Right.
This is something that's outrageous. We'll follow this joke through. To do that multiple times is so interesting, and it's so funny because there's almost like a meta layer to it where like we've seen so much sketch comedy that you start to speculate like, okay, I can see where this is going.
Right.
And then it's never that.
Yeah.
I eat paper all the time. What I don't like to make a habit of doing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. The other thing that I think is funny, well, obviously it's funny, but something unique to Tim Robinson is like that same idea where the most extreme, unhinged person in the room is either proven right or his cause is taken up by other people in the scene.
Yes.
There's something about his humor where it's like just doubling down in every way. Like doubling down on bad behavior or like overcorrecting to justify bad behavior. And it's so funny, but it's very odd to see in a movie.
It is.
It's so interesting. So for anyone who likes Tim Robinson, you will laugh at Friendship.
Yeah. I do think, so this was my initial thoughts. I came away from Friendship and I was like, well, that was a movie. And there were parts of it that there's like a common analogy that like it gets better with age, like cheese or something. I don't know.
Cheese.
Sure.
Wine.
So it's like, or you appreciate it when you look back on it. Because
Gino's that way.
Classic Gino.
Yeah.
When I first left Friendship, I was like, well, there were some funny parts in there.
Yeah.
But I feel actually I have a greater appreciation for it because afterwards, like a day or 2 days afterwards, the people that we went and saw it with, we were texting each other and we'd just be like, that was a pretty big lick.
Yeah.
Like we'd quote some of the things.
Yeah.
He's licking a toad. But there's some memorable things in there that it's almost like we created this inside joke.
Oh yeah.
That if we were to just say, like in a pedestrian setting, people would go,
yeah.
"What are you talking?"
Like if I said, for example, I don't know if this is the right place to say this, but we never should have left Afghanistan.
Yes. I mean, our studio audience got a chuckle out of that, probably because it's coming from you. But if you said that at Walmart, people would be like,
"Pardon?
What the hell is wrong with that guy?" But it's very funny because we were able to see such an absurd use of that in this movie.
Yeah. I think if you are assessing that movie as a comedy, is it funny? Absolutely, it's funny.
Yeah.
What I think made it a little bit weird was extending a Tim Robinson bit into a feature length, not necessarily because there's not enough material, because I think the concept was great. It was about 25% too much A24-isms for me.
Oh, go on.
Well, it was very much like a black comedy.
Yes.
And I think for a black comedy to work, you have to relate to the main character. And Tim Robinson's character is so unbelievable that like you almost like the layers that are supposed to be more poignant kind of didn't resonate with me because he's so outrageous.
I wonder, do you feel that it would have been significantly different had Paul Rudd been the main character? We follow him moving into this new place, and then he's got this neighbor.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something that's been done already. Like
have
that kind of psychotic neighbor.
Cable Guy is what I thought of.
Okay.
It's like Cable Guy from Jim Carrey's perspective, which was interesting.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, it was it wanted to be a comedy with added layers, and I kept wanting it to just be like a Farrelly Brothers comedy. Like I would love to see that movie like Dumb and Dumber style, just like, or Detroiters, like just lean into what Tim Robinson is. I haven't seen Step Brothers yet, but isn't it kind of like that where it's just like Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly just goofing off? Yeah.
Right?
I think there was just like sort of a mismatch. I liked the way the movie looked.
Yeah.
I thought the music was interesting, but again, it was just like, could we not A24 this? Could we just tune it down just a little bit? I loved it, but again, I would like to see a version of that movie where they just leaned into the gag.
And maybe this is because A24 cranks out a lot of horror movies.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking, all right, when is like there going to be a turn when there's also a lot of gore involved?
Right. No, I kept waiting for like there's going to be something so disturbing like Tim Robinson is going to be talking about his clothes made by Ocean View Dining. They also make food. And then his son's going to blow his brains out on screen or something.
Yeah.
That never happened, but there was this sense of like, A24, what have you got up your sleeve?
Yeah.
And obviously, like, if you look at the facts of the plot, it's horrible and tragic. His family and his life are dissolving in front of his eyes, and he's toting a gun. But it's also just like Tim Robinson, so it's hilarious.
Yeah. There was, it was such it's like really hard to describe how that movie was because they throughout the whole movie you didn't see this, but then they're like towards the end there was these two transitions where they did something from like the 30s.
It's very like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, very Looney Tunes,
like,
where you'd see like a circle, like
the little tunnel
focus
fade
on something.
Yeah.
And then it would just kind of close out, and you'd see the next scene. It was funny to see in the film.
It was very funny
because
he is a Looney Tunes character. He's so outrageous.
Yeah,
he is a walking gimmick from the opening line of the movie. So the movie opens with Tim Robinson's character. His wife has recently recovered from cancer. She's in this support group, and she's talking about all her worries and. I'm worried that the cancer will come back. And Tim Robinson comes into frame in the background. He says, it's not going to come back. And it's like just from the first line he says, you're like, this is not a real person. This, what's his name? Craig Waterman or something?
Craig Waterman, yeah.
He can't be real.
Yeah.
They're in the Fully Loaded Nacho sketch, and I think he should leave. He gets caught in the act, putting up the waiter into creating this rule about Fully Loaded Nachos. And even when it comes out that he's been caught in the act, he still can't believe that this woman is not going to go to the movie with him. We're going to be so late for that movie. And she's like, I'm going home. And he goes, what? That was the whole movie where it's like, you get to the point where surely the jig is up, and the jig is never up for Craig Waterman.
Yeah. And so that fully noted nachos introduces another thing, which I feel is very Tim Robinson-y, because the ending button of that, you expect him to say, what? Because he's been saying it the whole time.
Uh-huh.
But because they like pitch it up,
yeah,
and it's like, so it's, what? And it sounds like a chipmunk is saying it.
Yeah.
It ends so much funnier because you do not expect that.
It's true.
That has not been present at all in the sketch. And all of a sudden,
it's
the
true.
way they end is all of a sudden he talks like a chipmunk.
It's games within games. Or he'll just phrase something weird. I think about the too small a slice.
Yeah.
Like no one makes mention of the fact that they're calling it a slice. They've just decided we're calling it a slice of toilet paper.
And everyone
just uses it. Like, this is our lexicon.
Yeah.
It's the best. Anyway, it's kind of hard to talk about. As it's gone on, I've thought more about like, okay, if we're saying this is a comedy with a message, what is the message?
Oh gosh.
Like, is it trying to say something? I thought a lot about the nosebleed. So there's this thing that happens, I think, twice in the movie where Tim Robinson has these very poignant emotional experiences, and his nose starts to bleed. The first time he's looking at an ancient Paleolithic hand axe that Paul Rudd's character has collected.
And he sees like time and space.
He's like seeing through time, and he's like, oh my gosh, I've found the coolest guy ever. And then later he gets a package with Paul Rudd's name on it, and his nose starts to bleed again. I was wondering, like, what is that about? Is it about anything? Is it just funny to see Tim Robinson with blood on his face? Yeah. But also, is that, what is this? What is the subtext here? Yeah. Is it emotional vulnerability? One thing I have been thinking about, actually just today, is like all of this like manosphere alpha male content. I feel like peaked in the last couple of years. I feel like it's on the downslope a little bit, but there's still really like toxic kind of male influencers.
Only a couple of them.
Only a few. Shabundi.
Would you vote for Gino to run the DOGE, or
I would,
let's say it, the country?
I wouldn't just vote for him. I'd live like him. So there's a lot of Shabundis out there, and one of the sort of critical responses to this movement is that like so much of this alpha male culture is about impressing other men.
Interesting.
Like it's hyper masculine and it's like hyper sexualizing women, but it's like not about women at all. It's about using women as status symbols.
Maybe it's the same, because like this is obviously coming from a man, but I've heard that women don't get dressed up and ready for men. They get up and get dressed and get ready for women. Like they want to fit in. They want to be like with their peers. And
anyway, so
it makes sense that the masculinity thing would be a
so there's so much about like this is my hot wife, so other men will be like, wow, I'm impressed, and
right.
and she's like an object. And I wondered about that in the context of the movie, because the movie starts, Tim is completely disconnected from his marriage, from his kid. He's kind of disconnected from everything.
Right.
He's just kind of adrift. And when he connects with Paul Rudd, who's a local quirky weatherman and just an overall cool dude, he starts to like engage with his wife, but you feel like he's doing this to impress Paul Rudd. Or like, I don't know, even like the moments where you feel like he's making an effort with his family or making an effort at work, it's like, what is he just like, it seems like his motive is not pure, or like he
wants to be accepted by the cool guy.
Yeah.
The cool guy's got cool friends.
He wants to be in the cool guy group.
Yeah.
And he's not cool.
No. That's a very interesting take. Because when you said what's the message, it was like, is there a message?
Again, because it's so A24-y, I feel compelled to like, okay, well, what are we working with here?
Yeah.
That's been the take when you read like the critical analysis, like it's just a staggering analysis of male loneliness, and it's like, okay, but it's just Tim Robinson just rummaging around in an underground bunker.
Or shuffling very quietly with a coffee full to the brim.
Oh my gosh.
He's just walking as slowly as he can.
Just excruciating.
Through the hallway. Full cup. Full cup.
Full cup coming through. Oh my gosh. It's just devastating. He's such a devastating character. I also love his job is like just so soulless. He's like optimizing apps.
It is the definition of evil. He's optimizing apps so that people get addicted to them, is how he describes it.
Oh my gosh, it's outrageous. So let's talk about just the absolute frustration levels with this character. Every time he has a good thing going, he just screws it up.
Yeah.
He gets invited to the cool guy party. He's going over to Paul Rudd's house for beers. All the cool friends are there. They're very affectionate, just good-hearted men. Things get a little rowdy. They decide to have a boxing match, and Craig sucker punches Paul Rudd and ruins everything.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, he's just in a complete tailspin, trying to regain this glimpse of a life that he was so close to achieving. At no point does he ever self-reflect. Even at the end of the movie where you feel like, okay, he's been through it all.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about one other scene?
Please.
Subverting expectations. There is a scene at the end of his rope. Craig Waterman goes to purchase drugs from a cell phone kiosk employee.
It's like a 15-year-old kid.
Again. Okay, there might be something to my take here because again, he's not going because he necessarily wants to. He sees the power of ayahuasca book on Paul Rudd's desk after he breaks into his house.
Oh.
So even in this, he's like, what is his name? Sandy? Austin?
Nope.
Ivar? Anyway.
Paul Rudd's character's name is Austin.
Did I say Austin?
I think you said Sandy.
But did I say Austin Sandy?
Yeah.
So Austin has this book, The Power of Ayahuasca, or preparing for your ayahuasca journey. So in a last-ditch effort to regain some control over his life, he goes to get some ayahuasca. The kid, whose name is
well, it depends on
Tony Boy or something.
It depends on
if you're his friend or not.
Well, if you're talking to him as a cell phone seller,
or
if he's in the back, selling you like mushrooms or toad licks or whatever. Because then he's T-Boy.
T-Boy, that's right. So T-Boy doesn't have ayahuasca, but he lets him lick the river toad. And again, the setup is he's about to have this emotional, spiritual experience.
He lays him down on the floor.
He lays him down with his head on some
lights.
Cardboard, and he says, "You're going to feel the most intense pain of your life, followed
Prepare
by
to meet God,
exquisite bliss. Prepare to meet God." And so Craig is laying on the ground, and he's looking up, and suddenly the perspective changes. He walks past the camera.
Well, real quick, before this happens.
He takes too big a lick.
Yeah, he puts the toad in front, and he just licks the back of the toad, and T-Boy goes, "Oh, that's a big lick." And so Tim is like, "Was that too big of a lick? Is this crazy?" And then he's like, "You were about to experience something crazy."
So again, ramping up the expectation of what wild. We've already had kind of a dream sequence where he sees time and space after holding the hand axe.
Yeah, so what is going to happen?
So you're like, it's about to get cosmic. Cut to Tim Robinson in a brightly lit subway ordering a sandwich from Paul Rudd.
Who's got way shaggier hair.
Who's like older.
Yeah.
It's the most banal conversation.
It is literally just ordering a sandwich. It's
ordering a sandwich. Hey, do you want this toasted? No. And then he reconsiders. You know what? To hell with it. Let's toast this baby.
Yeah.
And then wakes up. And that's his whole spiritual journey. And he's furious that even in this moment, he can't find any soul. He's like a complete empty vessel of a character.
That was by far one of my favorite scenes, because then T-Boy shows up and he's like,
How long were you gone? 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, were you gone 4 or 5 months? He's like, I went to Subway. he only just began an order.
He doesn't even complete the order. It's like 45 seconds of dialogue. Oh my gosh. See that, like, there are moments like that where like the writing is so funny, and yeah, on the whole, I loved it. But I love the idea of somebody like being so inherently flawed that an experience that is so spiritual for most people just has no effect. It's like how Elon Musk does ketamine and still is just an ass. Like everyone else that has these psychedelic experiences are like, it just taught me I never wanted to harm another human being. Like, what a douchebag must you be at your core to still be that way? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. I love it so much. Did you rate this movie, like, on Letterboxd?
I did. I think it was one of those things as I rated it, and then I reflected, and I was like, I'm going to rate this a little bit higher. I think I rated it like 3.5-ish. Just because I know it's not going to be for everybody. Yeah. And it's not one that you should watch by yourself. Not because it's scary, but it's like I said, for me, it was one of those things that created a bond.
Yeah.
Between the people that were there.
Isn't that ironic that it's like he's such a lonely character, but we bonded so much over the film. Right. We've been texting.
The power of cinema. Look at that.
The power of Freundschaft.
Is that cinema in German?
No, that's friendship.
Oh, Freundschaft.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd rate it. I loved it. Again, I think it was like 25-30% from being like, that was the perfect Tim Robinson movie. Maybe a different director. Although, I don't know. Overall, I did love it.
Yeah.
Do you know the actress who played Tim Robinson's wife?
I don't.
I was looking for my phone.
Mara.
Kate Mara. She was awesome.
Yeah.
And it felt like she's in a completely different movie. Like her performance was very nuanced. She's like very much like the straight man.
Yeah, totally.
In the story. Also, the son was really funny.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Shazam, I think was the first time I saw him.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, his dynamic was great with his dad. After he has a come apart and he comes out and he's wearing normal clothes and he's like, "Dad, you're not wearing your Ocean View, or you're not wearing your OVDs."
Ocean View.
Just incredible. Just incredible stuff. It felt like Tim Robinson could have written it. I don't think he did, but it feels like he had to have had either script review or was just like they just turned him loose because he's so himself the whole movie.
I do feel that with directors, they, at least what I've heard, Spielberg or Christopher Nolan, a lot of times do turn the reins over to the actors. They will say, "This is what we're trying to accomplish. Give me what you feel like needs to happen."
Yeah.
And so I could see that happening because it's very Tim. It's got Tim.
It's
like
got Tim
just
all over it. It's got a lot of expensive patterns on it.
Ben, I think we gotta do the thing.
The thing. Oh.
Yeah.
The thing. We gotta live like
Gino.
I couldn't come up with the name. I was like Ivan.
Ivan.
Liven like Ivan?
This is okay. So I don't know if making this into a Muppet movie would. It's already so absurd,
right?
So I think the joke of the Muppets is. I don't know if it would work.
No.
This is like the first time this has happened, but here's my idea.
We're at a Muppet impasse here.
Yeah, Muppet impasse. So do we? If the Muppets. How do we tie in Shabundis and the Muppets?
Okay, Gonzo
who is Gino?
Gino.
So let's create a Muppet movie from scratch. We can add some Tim Robinson movies in here, but it's going to be the movie's just called
Robinson
Shabundis
movies.
Live Like Gino.
Okay. This is a tall order here, Brady.
Did you think the Muppets would?
I think if anyone's going to start a furniture store called Shabundis, it's going to be Gonzo.
Your go-to.
I can just see Gonzo like, he's like, "I've got a concept." And it's like, it's run by chickens.
Yep.
They sell furniture. That's as far as I've got. There's my pitch. There's my pitch. I mean, how again? Like the what's funny about the Muppets is putting Muppets in a regular situation. That's what this movie is. Tim Robinson is a human Muppet.
He is a Muppet. He 100% is a Muppet. He is
an ill-behaved man-child Muppet.
I dare to say that if someone were to take this movie and they were to digitally replace, like just digitally remove Tim Robinson and replace it with a Muppet version of Tim Robinson,
the movie would read exactly the same.
It would feel the exact same.
It would not change the subtext at all.
0.
It would make Kate Mara's potential affair with her ex-boyfriend a little more understandable.
Sure.
Like it's got to be hard to date, but not really? Not that really? Much. No, not too much. Not too much different. Yeah, I think this might be the only time this happens where we just, what do you do with it?
Yeah.
Do you have any Shabundi inspiration?
I think the marketing strategy would just be like Shabundis live like Gonzo, and that would be
live like Gonzo.
And he's just surrounded by just a bunch of chicks.
Just a bunch of chicks. Chickens, poultry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're already there.
Yeah.
The absolute contrast as you're pulling away from the Smith's parking lot and seeing Smith's, Fresh for Everyone, Shabundis, Live Like Gino. You're already entering the absurd.
Yeah.
Adding a Muppet it's a drop in the pond.
Right.
There's nowhere we can go.
Right. So this is the first time in our podcast history that we're saying that this movie would not necessarily be better as a Muppet remake.
Okay, let's do this quickly.
Okay.
Let's think of the Muppet movies that exist. Okay. Let's think of the Muppet movies that we've pitched. Which one do we put Tim Robinson in?
Okay. That's a good question.
Okay, I'm going to pitch Nosferatu.
I am 100% behind this.
And he's the Nicholas Hoult character.
Okay, so Tim Robinson is the main character.
He's the main character, but he's not doing an accent. He's not being period appropriate. He's just freaking out.
Okay,
he's just losing his mind the entire movie.
I support this.
That could work.
That does, because I think we also left Willem Dafoe as a human character too, and he's kind of, some of his performances are kind of Muppety.
He's Muppet-esque.
He just yeah.
I think they would play off each other wonderfully.
I am in support of seeing a Nosferatu Muppet remake where Tim Robinson is the very big fish out of water in this very serious time period.
He's just imagine him in the little like Romani village.
What's everyone doing?
The old lady's playing over his face.
There's a naked lady on a horse.
In theaters 2026, Nosferatim.
Nosferatim. Ben, this has been so fun. Thank you.
As always. Don't remember.
Don't remember. No, remember to.
What I was going to say is don't forget or remember.
Don't
forget to live like Gino.
Yeah, damn it.
Shabundis.